everyone, Aimer back again with another Mission Impossible episode review. This time I'm doing Season 2, Episode 10, which is called Charity. Sometimes I've seen it written as Sweet Charity. So Jim gets his instructions in a laboratory of some sort. The mission, take back the millions of dollars that Eric and Catherine Hagar have stolen from donors in the name of charity and put them out of business. We get the usual team this time. Cinnamon has her older dossier picture, indicating that this apartment scene was shot earlier in the season, or at least the dossier scene was. In this apartment scene, we see Cinnamon getting used to moving around in a wheelchair, and a mention that the Hagar fortune is in the form of platinum bullion. And we head for stately Wayne Manor. No, I'm sorry. It actually is the same house that was stately Wayne Manor on the Batman series, which for today, for Mission Impossible, doubles as the Hagar Chateau. Eric gives an impassioned speech to prospective donors, using a little blind child as emotional bait. The private banter between the Hagars indicates that there's absolutely no love, and no love lost between them. They're just in this bracket together, basically. Cinnamon arrives as wealthy crippled Mrs. Baldwin with her driver Willie, who carelessly allows his car to crash into Hagar's. Cinnamon tells William, I love the way she says that, to have the car repaired immediately, and Willie whisks it away. Hagar starts to work his spiel on Cinnamon as Jim arrives as a psychiatrist who just wrote a best-selling book, and Catherine seems completely smitten with him. But she quickly discovers that Jim isn't who he purports to be. He admits that he was hired by Eric to occupy Catherine for the weekend. But Catherine likes him enough that she tells him that he should stay and earn his money. Good job, Jim. Barney and Willie set up at a garage and they start taking Hagar's car apart. Cinnamon puts a device in an outlet that knocks the power out in the house. A decidedly North American outlet, by the way. This is supposed to be a chateau on the French-Italian border. And Jim intercepts a call to the electrician, summoning Roland and Barney, while Willie continues the dismantling of the car and starts making some molds. While in the Arboretum, Jim places a device on a spigot. After some time in the game room, the guests have lunch as Barney starts drilling into the floor under the pool table and manages to get to the platinum bars hidden there and empties the stash. Meanwhile, Roland goes to Eric's room and holds him at gunpoint, making the room airtight and starting a fire, donning a gas mask while Hagar starts coughing. Roland reveals that Catherine paid him $15,000 to set up the accident, and Hagar offers him $50,000 to off Catherine instead, to which Roland agrees. One of the guests decides to come back to the pool table, forcing Cinnamon to spill a drink on him to whisk him away. Barney and Roland hide the platinum in their toolkit and replace the platinum bars. Can't even think of the word bars. Platinum bars with a specially colored air mattress. Barney returns to the garage where he and Willie start to melt the platinum down, while Jim tells Catherine he feels like he's getting too involved. And he starts to head away, but he finds that they're locked in the Arboretum thanks to Roland jamming the door. Gas starts to fill the room, and the two manage to escape and find the evidence of them being shut in deliberately. Jim indicates that he is sure that Eric was responsible. Catherine realizes that Jim may be right, and he asks her to come away with him. But she says she can't leave her fortune behind. Jim is very incredulous about that, since she said what the Hagars do is for charity, but she admits that it's all a scam, it's just her and Eric. Catherine says that she'll get her money, but she'll need Jim's help, and he says he'll do anything for her. Catherine shows him the platinum hidden under the pool table, visible by pressing a very not-out-of-the-way button, and Jim says that as Dr. Cornell, he should be able to get it over the border. Willie and Barney manage to turn the platinum into the grill metal on Hagar's Lincoln Continental and return it to the chateau, while Jim removes a mattress from under the pool table and puts it in his trunk. Roland calls Hagar away from Cinnamon, who is preparing to make a huge donation, and alerts him to the missing platinum, and that Jim and Catherine are making their getaway. Roland hands Eric his gun, and Eric starts gunning the accelerator on the Continental to chase them. At the border, the guards tell Dr. Jim to open his trunk, worrying Catherine, but of course Jim has deflated the mattress, so there's nothing to worry about. As Eric arrives, Barney pulls a service truck out in front of him and clumsily reverses back into Eric's car, collapsing the grill, as Jim doubles back to see what's happening. When the border guards see the car's grill turned into soft platinum mush, Eric is arrested and Catherine realizes she's been duped as well. Mission accomplished. I'm going to give this episode a grade of D. I can't find a whole lot that's really good to say about it. It's a very ordinary plot. You can see, the ending coming from a mile away. One nice thing I found, I always like looking at the scientific accuracy of things for what it's worth. The accuracy of the platinum weighing half a ton, I actually looked it up, and $2 million worth of platinum in 1967 would have actually weighed about half a ton. Nowadays, it would be worth $17 million if anybody's interested, if somebody actually had that much. So, that was kind of neat that Barney had to, prepare for that and say, well, it's going to take us some time to get all that platinum out of there. That's definitely true. What was bad? Obviously, this is necessitated by the production, but I pointed out things like the North American outlets, even though they're supposed to be in Europe. And then in the end, it's even worse. The cameras show cars driving on the left side of the road, which is not the case in continental Europe. It only happens in Britain and some other countries, but certainly not in France or Italy, so it doesn't really matter what side they're on. They should be driving on the right side of the road. And ridiculously, Jim is shown driving on the left side of the car, the way we do here in North America. So it's like, come on, make up your mind, guys. Like, what the heck is going on here? Also bad, Fritz Weaver is just completely wasted here. We know what a good actor he is from Operation Rogosh. Other than that, I think I pointed out in that episode that that's really the only good script he got. We see him come again on the show a couple of other times. I think 2 other times, And he's saddled with some really bad scripts in those one as well. Again, is it a bad plot? You could argue that. I would just say it's just uninteresting. It's very straightforward. It's very predictable. It's not even kind of bad or good. It's kind of like a go-away plot. Every review I've ever seen about this, whether it be in the Mission Impossible dossier or a couple of others that I found online, people really don't have a whole heck of a lot to say about this episode. And I concur with them. There really is not a lot here. It just kind of is what it is. And other than the platinum heist working well visually, and it's kind of cool to see, Barney and Willie working with the platinum and, melting it in a furnace and reforging it and all of that kind of stuff. That's kind of neat. But other than that, there's nothing really, really memorable about this episode at all, is what I have to say. Anyway, that's my review for this one, for what it's worth. Thank you for watching. Please like this episode. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you have comments, whether you agree or disagree, I would love to hear them. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.